What up, though? What up, though? YouTube world, it's your man BDB. You tuned into the NevaLoss pod. We got to talk about my Detroit Lions versus the Minnesota Vikings. We got to get our get back. They're one of the teams that damn near knocked us out the playoffs, man. But we going to talk about it. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Let's get it.
I ain't never lost. Never in my life.
What's up? What's up, man? So here we got the Minnesota Vikings, man. We going into Minnesota. This was one of the tough losses we took earlier in the year at home. It was a terrible, terrible loss, man. They put up a great game plan. I thought J.J. McCarthy played really well, even though he didn't have a ton of yards. He made all the big completions on third down in that last game, and it kicked our ass. Like, all those big third down completions just fucking put us to bed, man. We weren't able to win the game. And their defense was blitzing the hell out of Goff, and Goff was panicky and he couldn't figure it out, man. He was he was definitely this was one of the games that started the regression. It felt like he was having trouble with that blitz for sure. Overall in this game, we got to win it only because there's a 5% chance that we could possibly get in the playoff. I mean, the only path is Green Bay losing 2 games. I'm going to be honest, I don't believe that they're going to lose 2 games. But at the end of the day, anything's possible, man. Love went out in that last game with an injury. So maybe he's still hurting. Maybe he get his bell rung again and he goes down. I don't want to risk injury on nobody. But hell, I would love for the Lions to get in the playoffs and make some noise. I appreciate all y'all for tuning in. We're gonna check out Dan Campbell presser, hear what he got to say leading up to the game, a little bit, and then we're gonna talk about what I expect in this Minnesota game. If I expect victory, we're gonna talk about how this season has gone a little bit, and then we'll talk a little bit about my Lions future, man, about Lions future and a few of the young players I would like to see, get a little bit of burn here at the end. Let's check out the presser and let's hear what they talk about.
Questions?
Just how did Zane come out of I know it was a walkthrough. You said you might have a little bit more information last night. Just how's it going?
Yeah, it's positive news, but he's a little irritated. There's a little irritation. So short week, we'll see. But I would say it's still positive news.
And obviously, playoffs are still a possibility. I'm just curious, do you weigh at any point just the need to maybe see some young guys and get them extra reps here, just forward thinking beyond the season?
My thought right now is going in with what we've had. The guys that we feel like give us a chance here to win this game. So for the most part, it'll be status quo.
How does that relate to the center position? Kingsley played pretty well the other day, obviously.
Yeah, I was encouraged by Kingsley. I thought he did a good job. So we're kind of weighing that right now too. And then Graham's dealt with his knee a little bit. So let's think about it.
What do you guys have to do to improve against the blitz that gave you some trouble last time?
Yeah, it takes all of us. Certainly, one of the big things is third down today is putting in a plan that allows us to handle some of this. There's going to be a ton put on Goff. That's he's going to have a lot on his plate, and he always has a lot on his plate. Nothing's new there, but these guys present a lot of problems, a lot of challenges. So it starts there, and then we got to play fast. Man, we got to play fast. We got to make sure communication is everybody's doing the same thing. We're honoring what Goff says. We're honoring what Kingsley says, or Graham, depending on who plays, and make sure we go.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be a lot of quick routes. This is where he got to utilize, again, like the last game, man. He got to utilize Raymond, got to utilize to slide, and got to utilize. They got to utilize Montgomery, and I think it's Fisker. I don't remember the tight end name. We got a new tight end. Like, we got to utilize some of them guys that aren't on the defense's radar as far as where they got to focus their attention on right now. Majority of their attention, they're going to be like, hey, we need J-Mo not to beat us over the top. We need to make sure we stop all the short route running and shiftiness of St. Brown. And we got to check Gibbs out the backfield. That's pretty much where all these defenses' attentions go. They're going to roll the defenses all up. And that gives Raymond free reign, usually on the linebacker, to, catch it and do his thing or whatever. Even if it's a corner or a safety. On Raymond or whatever, it's not like he can't beat him quick, and he's fast. He's a punt returner. He can get open, man. And, That tight end last game showed some signs. He caught a few balls, man. We just got to use some of the others, some of the guys that you guys may be less familiar with, because we need plays from everybody, and that's ultimately gonna open it up for St. Brown and JMO. I'm gonna let them keep going though.
And then you get the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to get it to the first. And if it's not close enough for us to go another down possibly.
Because we saw you guys get named to the Pro Bowl today. In regards to Jack Campbell in particular, can you speak about him this season and him, entering that mix as well with those guys?
Yeah, just he's, happy in that regard for all those guys, but he's gotten better every year. He's been on this upward trajectory. He's just continued to improve. God didn't say a lot. He just works. He's just a workhorse, and he's all about ball. He loves ball, and he does it for the guy next to him. So just his production speaks for itself. He's come so far, and there again, I mean, he's taken more reps than anybody we've got on this team to this point, which is a ton. That's a lot, and so anyway, proud of him.
Kevin just made the announcement over in Minnesota that's going to be Brosmer at quarterback on Thursday. Just what you've seen from him in the limited times he's stepped in the play.
Well, if you give him time to see it, he can throw it. And he's got receivers to throw to. I know that. The guy's accurate. And, so I think it really falls in line with anybody that we play at this point. It's him. We have to disrupt him. And then we can't let the run game get going. These guys they're going to lean on you. They're going to use the run game because it'll alleviate a ton of pressure. And if we let them open the floodgates, it's going to be a long day for us.
How do you feel just about playing on Christmas? I mean, you might be working anyways, I guess, a little bit, but it's typically the day that.
Listen, it's on the schedule. We roll. That's what we're doing. So we're going to be ready.
That first game, the blitz obviously got after the O-line a little bit. It was a tough day in the backfield in terms of protection. Just how do you look at that? How do you adjust? Just how do you have to weigh that?
Yeah, I mean, we look at all of that, and we know in totality we have to be better, and that's us as coaches. We got to execute better. I go back to the game. We made so many mistakes, and all over the map. And so we just got to eliminate the errors. Let's just eliminate the errors. Look, our backs are going to have to protect. They know that, and so is the O-line, and so are the tight ends. At times, you're going to have to go chip and nudge, and and then sometimes you got to beat the rush with your receivers. You got to play faster than their rush comes. So, and golf's got to roll. So it takes everybody.
Just back to playing on Christmas. If you weren't playing, would you be working like at night? How would your Christmas day be if you're playing?
No, Dave, I hadn't even thought about it. I mean, I think last year it was on an off day, wasn't it? Or was it not? Was it a Wednesday? I don't know. So I'm not sure. I hadn't thought anything about it really.
Can I ask you something just kind of lighthearted about the holiday? Is there a particular Christmas gift that you ever received that made kind of a lasting memory on you as a kid or an adult, whenever?
I laugh because my dad would always get me underwear for Christmas. That was always the running joke. It was just some tidy whities. So.
Good stuff.
And actually, Mom got them, but he always said they were from him. That was his recommendation.
Football?
Always makes me laugh. But no, that's not something I pass on to my kids. But anyway, Christmas is a special time. I love Christmas and family and friends and all that. And so we just need to win.
From a play calling perspective, what do you kind of have to be ready for going up against Flores and calling plays and just kind of being in that environment?
Well, the first thing you got to be ready for is everything. And then you need to be ready for everything next. And then maybe after that is almost everything. So, he keeps you on your toes. He does a lot. And he's going to see if you got an answer for it. So it'll take all of us, and that includes me. So he does a ton, always has, and they've evolved so much now. This is he's been there a while, and the system is in, and it's evolved now. Everybody being together, all those guys, and it's pretty advanced now.
Do you put more on Goff's plate from that protection standpoint just because of how complicated it is, or is he ready to handle all the?
Yeah, I mean, I would say if it is, it'll be more on golf. But yet Kingsley knows what we need to do per this week and what we're looking for. And if there needs to be alterations, golf will make those.
For you and some of your staff members say before, like at some point during a rookie season, you stop being a rookie. Tyleek's at about 400 defensive snaps now and probably fits that definition. I'm just curious where you've seen the most growth from him as seasons progressed, came in kind of advanced where he came from program now. So where's he at his development?
Well, I would say when you look at it from start to finish, he has improved. He's a better player than he started. But he's really like all the rookies. There are inconsistencies, and the run game is where he's really showed up. But he has improved. And I would say really every week, those inconsistencies get less and less. That's probably the best way to say it. And that's kind of the growth of a rookie. So I like where he's going. You're always going to have growing pains, and he works at it. So he's good, and he's in a good rotation with those guys. He's been playing quite a bit. We got Mac, we got Lopez, Reeder, obviously. So he's part of that group.
All right. Yeah, so straight to the point. Press conference, man. We trying to go to Minnesota and get the win. We got a tough road ahead. The defense is always well coached, very, very aggressive. and they always give us some troubles. I think golf is gonna handle it well. I mean, again, we got the better team. It's all on, it's gonna be some coaching. They outcoached us last game for sure. And they just had to answer every third down. They picked the perfect play. On the offensive side, defensive side as well. Like, they just schemed up so many beautiful blitzes, man. Got a lot of free runners, and golf was just pretty much just get knocked over every single play, man. Every single play. So we're gonna have to be creative with our passing game, but also golf. First and second option may change. Again, from JMO. From St. Brown JMO to maybe Raymond and Fisk or whatever the new tight end is. I can't remember his name. But yeah, we got schemed up a little bit different this game, man. And then that'll open it up for St. Brown and JMO. Right now, can we win this game, man? I believe we'll win this game. I do feel like it's going to be a tougher game. I do think we'll hang on 31. It'll be a 31-24 game. But it's going to be a dog fight. It's going to be a dog fight, man. And we're going to pray and keep our fingers crossed and hope, Green Bay lose these next 2 games and we win them. And we somehow get into these playoffs, because it'll be a magical. That'd be a goddamn great Christmas present, New Year's present, all that. I would love for that to happen, but we'll see, man. Dominic Lovick is a wide receiver, slot receiver, man. I've been hoping to see, man. He was a nice, shifty mini St. Brown, man. When I watched him in the preseason, I'm still waiting on him to get his opportunity and get in the game and cook up, man. I really like what I seen out of him in the preseason. Obviously, Tesla was the same, but Tesla is getting his moments mainly because he's just a bigger target, man, and he fits more in that spot. I mean, I think that's kind of why Raymond, is just now. He ain't always get a whole lot of reps because Tesla and sometimes even going Brock Wright with Laporta was just a little bit better for us as far as having some bigger targets, some bigger bodies out there with St. Brown and JMO and Gibbs. But but we seeing the benefits of having Raymond because he can get open pretty quick at the line as well, man, and do similar things to St. Brown as well. But I would love to see Lovett get a couple snaps, man. Our defense, last time we didn't get no pressure on McCarthy and he carved us up. Hopefully we can get some pressure on him. Obviously, their receiving core is probably one of the best in the game. They got some receivers all over there. They're super talented. I'm hoping we go ahead and get this win again, 31-24, and keep it moving, man. Keep it moving. I got some breakdowns coming up, man. We're gonna run through a few things at the end of the year. Some good videos, man. I think we're going to do, I'm going to give y'all some compare and contrast of this Lions team from last year to this year. Who I thought improved, who may have regressed. Even though you guys see my video, if you've seen it, you hear me say it. But, I'm going to give a letter grade on, where they was last year versus where they were this year. And some things may surprise you. But stay tuned, man. Stay tuned. We got a lot of good things, a lot of big things coming, man. Hey, listen, I appreciate all the love, man. I am going to go ahead and go live on Christmas. Maybe not live, but I'm going to put the video out on Christmas, man, after the game. Let y'all know how I'm feeling on the season, man. I hope all y'all have a happy holiday, man. Merry Christmas to everybody. And hopefully my Lions can get a win, man, and put on the show for y'all. BDB, NevaLoss Pod, man. I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one.